Good morning, everybody. I'm definitely better today. This is the best day I have felt since Monday. So, that is beyond amazing news. That's Hannah. Always good. No. You're not going to take Harley's only last toy that you are not tore up. Well, she's got 2 left. 9. That's not yours. Come over here and lay down. Come on. We're going to do our video. Very good. Okay. So anyhow, Harley got to see her boyfriend this morning, so that made her a very happy girl. And then she just passed laid it on, I say that. Super duper cute. So anyway, definitely better. I did my dishes today, which is a huge accomplishment. That is something that Hannah, come on now. Trying 3s is an understatement. Just so you know. Or is it? Yeah, terrible 2s, trying 3s. She's it. The whole ball of wax. Defiant, you name it, she's got it all. Right? But then she can be so loving and sweet. I got on the scale, I've lost 6 pounds. That is fantastic. So that means I'm getting the edema out of my body. So between the chair, because I've had to add the chair to the mix, the massage chair, the beamer mat, the grounding mats that I sit on the sofa with and I sleep with, plus the remedies. Is there anything else I'm leaving out? The leg warmers. I've got these eye things to massage my eyes and all that. All of these things are contributing to me getting better. This is not something that can just be cured with a pill. No. So, I'm doing all these things that are not harmful to my body, healing my body from the inside out. And I think that that is the biggest thing that our medical profession forgot. When did we forget to stop healing our bodies from the inside out, rather than just giving us Band-Aids? Because I've been giving them my whole life, haven't you? I mean, if I had a blemish, my mom had me at the doctor on tetracycline to clear it off my face because it didn't belong. Really? Well, that tetracycline that was in my body at a young age multiple times has done damage to my teeth. My teeth, the color of them, has been damaged from all the tetracycline that I had in my youth. So I am thrilled that I have found remedies that are not medications outside of my quantum remedies from my doctor that are holistic in purified water, 1 drop under my tongue, hold it there for 5 seconds and swallow. How can you even swallow a drop? You can't. It just disappears. That I don't have side effects for. And if I do, they're so minute that they disappear. So today is a good day. So my problem is, and anybody that knows me knows my energy level. I was talking to the neighbor next door, and she's like, "You're high energy." I always have. She goes, "The girls need to be outside." I go, "Well, yeah, I understand that, but I can't take them outside when I don't feel good. It's all I can do to take them outside." So for 5 days, I've been resting, horizontal. I wasn't even learning until yesterday. It was the first day I really started learning more stuff. You have to let your body heal. You can't heal it on a racetrack. It won't work. And that's the only way I ever knew about life was the racetrack. I mean, I've been on a constant race my whole life. And once I arrived here, the stress is gone. I don't have to be in a race. So you want to talk about a huge medical ailment that I lived with for so long. Jacked up my blood pressure. Did horrific things to my body. To go from a high stress job, the whole 9 yards, to no stress, living in a place that's full of unconditional love and kindness, putting inside my body healthy foods, organic. And organic is not hocus pocus unless it's some fictitious farm that decides to just slap it on the label. Whatever. I'm telling you, I've been eating organic, and when I eat organic, my body knows it. It can feel it. When I don't, I can feel the effects of the toxins that are not part of the organic fruits and vegetables. Or some of the foods, chicken, turkeys, that's been laced with all kinds of antibiotics. Those chicken breasts are not this big. They're just not. Stop eating that stuff. It's bad for you. So I'm constantly making sure that everything that I do ingest, now obviously at restaurants, unless it's a restaurant that is organic, is not. So I don't eat out very much at all. It's very seldom. It's better for me to eat at home so I can see what I'm putting in my body. I would recommend that, strongly recommend that for everyone. So, on that note, happy Saturday. Anna Grace front and center. Harley's just chilling over here. These crazy monkeys. So let's see what the devotion is for today. Saturday, November 20th. 10 days left till the end of the month. Still can't believe I started off with my birthday and now we're at the 20th already. Where did time go? I know. I've been on the sofa. Anywho, your homework assignment is to read Daniel 7, verses 9 through 14. That's a big one. And Psalms 98. As I looked, thrones were placed, and the Ancient of Days took his seat. Daniel 7, verse 9. Today's title is Ancient of Days. Some like to think of God as a grandfatherly figure with bad eyesight, poor hearing. Well, I would not be one of those people. The scriptures offer a more startling truth. Our God does not sit in a rocking chair. That's for sure. He's kind of like Santa Claus, if you think about it. He knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows everything because he made it all. So anyway, I love that. The scriptures offer a more startling truth. Our God does not sit in a rocking chair. No, he doesn't. I had to read that again. From his throne fly fiery flames. He is sounded by thousands upon thousands of mighty angels. At his feet lies the dead body of the beast. Other beasts are put on a short leash, for their time will soon be up. It's kind of funny when I think about life and think about some humans that are beasts in the world, and yeah, they just can't see the light because they live so far in the dark. I guess it's really not funny, but it's kind of comical to read it. But it really isn't that funny that they choose to live in the darkness. I mean, I know it's their choice, but okay, sweetie, what are you doing? Oh, eating the scraps of breakfast. What does Daniel's vision tell us? Our God is powerful and fierce. Those who defy him will be crushed. Satan and his legions stand no chance. One day soon, we will be delivered from all evil. Oh, that will be a glorious day. All those who think themselves great will be brought low. The Son of Man now enters the throne room. This is Christ, our conqueror. To this Son, God's eternal Son, the Ancient of Days, gives all dominion, glory, and honor. This is the very one who withstood Satan by his death. He pays the price, and by his resurrection, he is victorious. This is the great mystery of salvation. Now glory upon glory, we too entered the throne room, and we call to our Father who art in heaven. I'm going to add, Hollywood be thy name. Kind of hard not to say that after that phrase. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for your Son, that we might enter your glory. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Now that's the word of the Lord. Oh boy. So, it's pretty amazing what he did for all of us, for our freedoms. So why are we so quiet and staying silent with this current administration? We shouldn't be. It's interesting when I post something on Facebook and my medical findings are not fiction, they are factual. And my videos are not fiction, they're factual and real. And when I started doing this, I was doing it for healing for me when Harley was not doing so well in August. I'd been reading my devotions all this time and never been reading them out loud to them. Why not? I didn't know. So starting to read these devotions and recording me, I can see progress. I see where I've had some issues in my health. But we need to use our voices, just like Jesus did. You gotta use them for good, not for evil, not to destroy, not to conquer, to unite. That's what we need to do. This administration is doing nothing to unite us. It is doing everything they can to separate us. I mean, I post something about my medical findings and people want to know what tests they ran. Well, how about you go to your doctor and you tell him you want to have some tests run on your own body, on what's going on inside your body. How about you do that? Instead of ask me what my doctor's doing. How about you go talk to your doctor? And it took me to get to Florida to find this one. And y'all know all of my medical nightmare that I've been through. 5 neurologists, the whole 9 yards. This doctor in Davie, Florida is the only one that has kept me out of the ER since February. Are you listening? The only doctor. So don't you dare question his methods or anything that he is doing, because he is healing me from the inside out. This is a passion of his since he was a little kid, even though his mother told him that he had to make a choice between doctor, lawyer, or doctor, attorney, or dentist. Those were the 3 choices for him in his household when he was growing up of a profession. He chose doctor. And it took him to have me as a patient for him to realize why he became a doctor. What made him become a doctor was not just because of what his mom said. That was, I'm trying to think, what would be that? That would be the seed that she planted. She planted 3 seeds and there was no other option, apparently, it sounded like. Anywho, as we're doing a phone appointment, he stops. He goes, I gotta stop you. He goes, I have totally always been taking care of people, even when I was little. If somebody got a boo-boo, I wanted to give him first aid. You know, so whatever, anything that was medical, I wanted to do. So when my mom said that, it was easy for me. I never really put two and two together. But it was really easy. It was just like, doctor, I didn't even think about it. Well, that's why. Because, so I opened up his creativity and his thought process. Because through my journey, I'm constantly emailing him. I don't expect a response overnight. He calls me when he can, or he'll email me back whenever. I'm on no urgency. I just keep planting seeds with him on what he's doing. And then he does his magic, which is amazing. I mean, for me to go into him, the first time I was done with my remedies, and for him to say, "Who are you?" That's progress beyond belief. That was September. And in October, those vaccines entered my body. Because that's when I started going downhill fast, quickly. I mean, I keep track of my medical like there is no tomorrow. I check my blood pressure, I check my temperature, I have an oxygen meter. I mean, I have to do all these things because I had esophagus surgery. And I don't want my esophagus to seal up, and they couldn't give me an answer as to why. Why on earth do people have to keep having it? What is causing our esophagus to close, to tighten, to whatever? Something that we are putting in our body is causing it. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. I'm sure that's what we're going to find out. But that oxygen meter keeps me in check to see where my oxygen is, because I was only at 50% before the surgery. And now I'm at anywhere between 96, 99 to 100 every day. Progress. That's Dr. Lonnie Herman. And my tooth genie, Dr. Gorbatov. And he's in Fort Lauderdale from Russia. So, you ask your doctor, if you didn't get the vaccine, how he's going to test you for that and get back to me. How about that? Because no means no. And I said no to those vaccines. So, for them to magically appear in my body, yeah, I'm going to do something about it. And I'm going to find out how. And I'm going to find out why, when, and put this to bed. Because I've had enough of this nonsense. He didn't keep me on this earth to be quiet and be silent. I have always had a strong voice. I just lived in fear until I moved here. And I don't live in fear anymore. I have nothing to be afraid of. I can't wait for my day to see Jesus and God right there in front of me. That is going to be an amazing day. Fear? I don't fear him at all. I want to thank him for keeping me here. And I'm going to prove to him that I am a strong, independent woman that does not need a man to support me. Right now, I do. I need the help. But I am working as much as I possibly can for that to change quickly. Because I do not like to rely on anyone but him. Every time I rely on people or delegate, I'm either disappointed, lied to, cheated, robbed. The list is endless. So, use your voice to stop this. Stop fighting with each other. Stop all of the banter. It doesn't matter, it's not funny. I mean, I've always been a Trump supporter, but his banter, I'm not about. I never have been. I have always been very upset with him for doing that, because that is not of him. Name calling, that's not of him. Read the Bible. It's right in there. Use the given name. If you don't care for him, so be it. But you don't need a result to causing name calling. And vaccines? Let's talk about vaccines of the past. Let's talk about vaccines that were given to children that all of a sudden became Down syndrome. They aren't born with it, they have it, or have some kind of impairment of some sort, or in a wheelchair. So let's talk about the vaccines of the past too. Some of us, they didn't affect us, while others, they did. Those are the people that need to be studied, and why. What is in their genetic profile that is causing them that to happen to them from a vaccine for somebody like me did not get affected by it. Or some of these new vaccines that have come out, I ain't even talking about this recent one, because this one is a bunch of BS. But some of those other vaccines that I know for a fact, I know some parents that have children that got vaccines and their kids got sick and are now handicapped because of it. So I don't know. You tell me what's the best thing for your body. That's your decision. That's not Biden's. That's not anybody else. That's your decision. Just like it was my decision to not put those vaccines in my body. Yet they are all inside of my body. And my doctor can prove that. And all I got to do is send you the audio recording. So, if you want to listen to it, you just drop your email in, because I don't know how I get an audio recording out of an email to actually upload other than an email. It will not attach. I can't do it as an attachment, so I don't know. I guess I need a teenager to show me how to do this. I don't know. But if you drop your email in, I'll be happy to put my send you my doctor's findings, the email directly from him to you. So there's no question on what I'm saying is fact, not fiction. So, on that note, listen to your body, talk to your doctor. Because I'm about to have a long talk with my father's doctor about him planting in my father's head that the sun is bad for him. That it's so bad for him, he will not go to his nephew's wedding in Arizona in March. Now, if that's not the biggest crack of nonsense I've ever heard, I can hardly see straight. I'm so upset over it. So, not only are these doctors telling people to stay out of the sun, let's go in the dark. Let's stay out of the sun that God, it's all about God. He brought us light, and he keeps us in the light with the stars and the moon too at night. It's time for those doctors to shut their pie holes, don't you think? Because we need sunshine to live. We need vitamin D. We won't need a drug of it. We need the real stuff. That's what you need. And it doesn't cost a thing to go outside and be in the sun. Frickin' put the cell phones down and go enjoy the sunlight. Of course, here we have an abundance. Up north, I had a tanning bed because I needed vitamin D when it was so gloomy all the freaking time. Talk about the worst state in the world for Natalie to live in. Definitely not conducive to me and my lifestyle. I love the sun, I love the water, I love the sunshine, I love the heat. I do not like the cold. So have you ever sat and thought about your life? Are you exactly where you want to be? Are you living in the place that you want to be? Or do you want to be somewhere else? Do you want to move somewhere else? Well, if you do, make yourself a vision board. That's what I did. I got a little beach. Took me 3 years to get here. Then I did a vision board, and it took me a little over a year and a half. Little year and several months, 3 months, 4 months, something like that. And everything on my vision board is done, but my new vision board's in my head, so I need to put on the wall so that I can keep moving ahead, even though it's all in my head. So I think one of the devotions was that you don't plan for the future. Oh, I do all the time. It's constantly in my head. I'll think about dying, although there's a few times recently with what I went through, I can honestly say I felt like I was dying. But since I've been here, no. Even with these setbacks, even with me completely incapacitated and horizontal, I still have hope. I'm still breathing. I can still hear, I can still see, I can still smell and touch. So things that we all take for granted. We need to live for today, because today is a bonus day. So I am about to go to the market. It's overnight. It's 9, so I want to go early because it gets. I've got my energy is up, and I'm not weak right now, even though I've got pain in my legs and my lower back. It's tolerable. Need to get my stuff from the market so that then I can come back here and load up on THC. I don't have a choice, because that is my pain management. CBD, THC, both of them together. Outside of the remedies, but the remedies don't help with pain like right now. That's my whole body thing. So, but look him up, Dr. Lonnie Herman, Davie, Florida. HERMAN. He's the bomb. There's lots of testimonials on there. Mine's not on there yet because I told him we can't do mine until I'm done. Or at least past all of the ailments from the blood clots, etc. So, have a great day. Bye.